Greetings. Today is Monday, July 1st, 2024. This is meteorologist Ruben Garcia. This afternoon we continue with special coverage on the impressive Hurricane Beryl, which has now reached the waters of the eastern Caribbean Sea after rapidly strengthening and crossing over the islands of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Grenada, where it passed through the region as a powerful Category 4 hurricane. Today we have seen the hurricane move in a zigzag pattern, which is completely normal for such powerful cyclones. Overall, the trajectory projections have not changed much. There is significant consensus among global models that it will pass south of the Dominican Republic and maintain its trajectory west or west-northwest, passing just south or over Jamaica. In the midterm, it is expected to reach parts of the Yucatan Peninsula and possibly enter Belize or Quintana Roo. These small changes in trajectory will be closely monitored, as they have significant implications for the effects felt over Jamaica. If it passes just south or over the island, it would be better news for the Yucatan Peninsula and Belize, as it could weaken a bit. However, if it stays further south, a stronger hurricane could reach Belize and the Yucatan Peninsula. This is why I mentioned that any northward or southward change in trajectory could have significant implications in the mid and long term. Additionally, a hurricane moving further north is more likely to eventually reach Texas, while if it stays further south, it could reach parts of Tamaulipas or Veracruz in the long term. Many changes can occur in this forecast, so it is important to stay tuned to the bulletins over the coming days. The National Hurricane Center projects that by the early morning hours of Wednesday, it should weaken to a Category 3 hurricane. When it passes its closest point over Jamaica on Wednesday afternoon, it is projected to be a Category 2 hurricane. It will then continue its trajectory westward until it eventually moves over the Yucatan Peninsula or northern Belize, possibly as a Category 1 hurricane or strong tropical storm. Jamaica is under a hurricane watch that will likely be upgraded to a hurricane warning tomorrow. Residents of southwestern Dominican Republic, southern Haiti, and especially Jamaica, should prepare for the impact of this cyclone, as hurricane conditions are expected to affect Jamaica on Wednesday. Let's look at the projections of the global models, moving westward just south of or over Jamaica on Wednesday night, and then maintaining a westward trajectory until reaching Quintana Roo in the morning of Friday, potentially as a Category 1 hurricane or strong tropical storm. Comparing this projection with the European model, we see a very similar outlook, first affecting Jamaica during the morning or afternoon of Wednesday and eventually reaching parts of southern Quintana Roo or northern Belize by Friday morning as a Category 1 hurricane or strong tropical storm. It will be a long week, but here at Hurricane Info, I will be keeping an eye on things to keep you informed. There is high confidence in the trajectory projections, as the ensemble members of different models project a very similar path to what the National Hurricane Center has marked with few anticipated changes. The next major risk is for Jamaica, where it could arrive as a Category 2 hurricane, but we cannot rule out it arriving as a Category 3 hurricane on Wednesday. Then the models agree it will enter somewhere between the Yucatan Peninsula and Belize. For now, the highest probabilities are that it will enter over central and southern Quintana Roo, crossing over Campeche. Long-term, it is important for Texas, Veracruz, and Tamaulipas to remain alert to see if it takes a more northern trajectory or stays further south. Let's update on the effects expected across the Greater Antilles and Belize over the coming days. When the circulation center passes south of Jamaica, hurricane force winds between 120 to 130 km per hour may affect Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. For Jamaica, hurricane effects should begin on Wednesday morning and continue until Thursday morning. For the Cayman Islands, from Thursday morning until Thursday night. In terms of rainfall, the heaviest rain should fall over Jamaica, where some models project between 200 to 400 millimeters of rain in a 24-hour period on Wednesday, which can cause significant flooding. So, also prepare for an extreme rain event. For the Cayman Islands, between 40 to 50 millimeters of accumulated rain is expected. Remember, this projection is based on the fact that when the hurricane passes south of the Dominican Republic and Haiti, an upper-level trough in the atmosphere will impart southwest wind shear, leading to significant weakening of this cyclone. Still, we expect it to remain at least a Category 4 hurricane for the next 36 hours. There is still some uncertainty as to whether it will move over central Quintana Roo or slightly further south over northern Belize, as shown by the European model. Wind gusts in this region should be between 80 to 100 km per hour, and in terms of rainfall for the Yucatan Peninsula, between 70 to 100 millimeters of rain is anticipated on Friday, which can cause flooding in areas with saturated soils from recent rain events. Depending on how strong it reaches the Yucatan Peninsula, these estimates could increase to 250 or 300 millimeters if it arrives as a Category 1 hurricane. Long-term, there is uncertainty as to whether it will move over Texas or the states of Tamaulipas and Veracruz. Well, that's all for this preview. Tomorrow morning, I will record a new video to update on what is happening with Hurricane Beryl.